You don't look so good. You sick or something?
Nah, man. I'm just tired. You're tired? You haven't done anything in the past 3 days. Well, I've done more than the Coyotes did in the first period. Does that help? Does that make you feel better?
It ain't easy being a Coyotes fan. And it ain't easy being a Coyotes fan living in Alberta. To the north of me are the Edmonton Oilers, and to the south of me are the Calgary Flames. And here I am, smack dab in the middle. So join me for season 1 of the Albertan Coyotes Fan, where I talk about the Arizona Coyotes, the 23-24 Arizona Coyotes. Let's see if we make the playoffs this year. Stay howling. Go Yotes!
You know, I don't know why I do my hair for these. Like, you know, it's nothing fancy. But we all know where this is going to end up. It's not going to end pretty. Yotes win 3-2 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. And I'm going to let you know now, I am probably going to get a little bit mad in this video. Even though we did come up with the win, it wasn't pretty. So first things of note, I just want to bring up the injuries because I don't want to just, break up the game and put the injuries in. I want to get the injuries out in the forefront. Dermott is injured. Valimaki was injured last game with a slap shot to the face. This game, Hayton ended up going down. I don't know what happened. Craig Morgan doesn't know what happened. Some other guys I've talked to, they don't know what happened. But Michelli, he ended up getting the Valimaki treatment, and he ended up getting a puck to the face as well. So that's 4 of our guys injured. Uh-oh. 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 The 4 of them are some of our top players. So this is a drastic loss for the Coyotes. But that doesn't explain what happened in this game. So, quick rundown of the first period. No goals are scored. There's some chances back and forth. Things are looking really slow. But there does come a point near the end of the period where Laine gets a little upset. And his stick takes the abuse for him. But it was very clear that the Coyotes were playing down to them. And believe me, I'm getting to that. Keller takes a penalty. He cross-checks one of the Blue Jackets players. He gets hauled off to the box. He can't do that. And then he comes out. Cooley ends up going off to the box. The Blue Jackets will still have a power play going into the second period. There's a chance for the Coyotes where it looks like, now this could be complete speculation. I'm watching on a TV where they only showed like 2 angles. But the puck is shot. It goes between the legs of Elvis. I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, so I'm not even going to try it. Merzlikins? Hey, look, I tried, and I think I succeeded. And it looks like it gets past him. I don't know if I heard the whistle, but the play was killed after, it looked like Elvis pushed the puck into the net. So I don't know what happened there. There wasn't a really good angle that they showed on it, and it was ruled indefinitive, so no goal. And to tie the bow on that nice package, Blue Jackets take it the other way, and they score. And that was no contest. Yeah, it was a goal. Dang it. Then a little bit later, Coyotes find themselves on the power play when one of the Blue Jackets players decides to take the puck, launch it up, and it goes just a little too high and out of play. Which leads to a goal for the Coyotes. Kesselring takes a shot. It hits the goaltender, bounces off. It's still in the slot. It's still in the crease area. Hayton, who has been notoriously good at crashing into the net to try and disrupt the play in front, disrupt the goalie, disrupt the players that are trying to box them out. He manages to find his game in this game, and he grabs the puck, and he stuffs it home. 1-1. Coyotes are on the board. Period 3, I don't have many notes, but the notes I do have is the Coyotes started off on the defensive side. They were very much pressured into the defensive side, and they were stuck there for a bit, but they managed to hold off. So, no Blue Jacket goals in this little sequence, which leads to the next bit. Coyotes are in the offensive zone. Cooley gets a feed from the point to the left side, and he takes a shot. And the thought was, it was deflected. So it looked like, I believe it was Kerfoot's goal, but it wasn't Kerfoot's goal because they showed the replay, and it just hit Elvis in like the arm area, like it squeezed in right there, went into the net. Guess whose goal that is? Logan Cooley, the rookie. And that's 2-1 for the Coyotes. We're leading. And to follow it up with a nicer bow on top, Bukestad gets forced behind the opponent's net, and he's looking for his opportunities, and he finds one. He passes it in front. Kraus finds it. Kraus puts it home. And that's 3-1. And we're in the lead, and we've got a good lead. And the Blue Jackets are about to pull the goaltender. And while the goaltender is pulled, there's a shot that is made on Ingram where he had all the time in the world. He had a wide open net. There was nothing that was going to stop that puck except for one minute detail, doing the most egregious splits I've ever seen, or at least this season that I've ever seen. Straight legs just like that, like T-posing with the legs. Ingram kicks out his foot, stops the puck with his foot, and we stay in the lead with a 2-goal lead. However, it does kind of fall apart. The Blue Jackets do end up with one more goal, but they are only left with one. There's one more really good chance that's blocked by Dursey. Dursey steps in front of the open net, and when I say open, I mean there was a good probably 2 feet that the Blue Jackets player had to shoot at. And Dursey steps in, the puck goes up, everything's safe, final horn goes, Coyotes win 3-2. So, we feeling good, we feeling happy, we feeling really excited about this team. Let me go and throw some TNT into the fire. Going back to that first period, we should have been the better team. We were slow getting out the gate. We basically played down to their level. We played sloppy. There was one play where our defensive cell that we have going on kind of was stuck to the left side, which gave the Blue Jackets a chance to try for a goal, which should never have happened. And this is the same team that took Dallas to overtime. You're kidding, right? This team, this Coyotes team, yeah, they won tonight, but it wasn't a pretty win, I'll tell you that. Colorado, Dallas. Those are the 2 big powerhouses for us. And we held one of them, the one that's on the top of that list, until overtime. And now we're struggling against the Blue Jackets? To win games in the National Hockey League, you have to play the full 60 minutes. We played the last 20. Last 30. We have to play the full 60. We need to play like we want to win. And I think I've said this before. We seem to play a whole lot better, a whole lot grittier against teams that we're angry with. And that seems to be what happened in this game, is the Blue Jackets started getting on our nerves, and obviously we were getting on their nerves, and everything kind of erupted, and then the Coyotes took off because, hey, now we're playing angry. We need to find a way to channel that energy from anger to that's just how we play. And kind of cleaning up on the penalties. That's probably a big thing to deal with too, actually. I got that little bit of a rant out of the way. The Coyotes play the Jets on Saturday, and I'll be back for that. So I'm really looking forward to that rematch. This should be a good one. We should be out the gates ready to go, especially with what we did to Dallas. We should have been doing that tonight. So until then, stay howling. Go Yotes. Thank you for watching. And if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. I told you, my hair's going to be wrecked by the end of this. There we go. Now we've got everything covered.